Hi guys, this is Tina. Today I thought I would like to make a video for you about being your authentic self. And as you can see, I wear no makeup today, and that's a big step for me, showing my face without any makeup at all. And I just wanted to add weight to what I'm saying in this video. I'm not sure I am ready to go outside my house without makeup yet, but that time I'm sure will come very soon too. What is it that makes us authentic? Well, we have a heart. It's situated here, as you know. And when we live according to our hearts and our inner knowing, that's when we are authentic. And I was challenged this spring when I started to make videos here on YouTube. I was very enthusiastic at first, and my heart went out for you guys to make videos about love and relationships, twin flames, soulmates. And then I had some reactions on my videos, not from you guys here out in the world, but here where I live in Little Arbro, Hälsingland. And I was drawing myself back for a while, and I was pondering, what am I going to do? Why are people reacting this way on me? And it was a lot of feelings that came up, and I'm sure that you have been there too, many of you. But eventually I decided I cannot do and act as other people want me to do and act. I have to act according to my heart. And it's been a long way for me to come to this conclusion that I have come to today. And it's been a long walk with God, with the angels, and I have spiritually developed very much the last 7 years, and I will come to that in another video, what happened and why and so on. But in this video I would like to concentrate on being your authentic self, and I've pulled some cards for you here. The first two cards is from the Angel Therapy deck by doing.To, and not surprisingly, the first card was the heart chakra. For you who are not familiar with the chakras, the bodies consists of 7 chakras, from the base chakra and all up to the crown chakra, and the heart chakra is situated here in your chest, close to your heart, and that's where we're supposed to live from. And the card says, the answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. And that's what it's all about, guys, giving love to people. Because when you act in love, you can never go wrong. Actually, there is no wrong in the sense that we have been taught. But if you cannot accept that thought, just linger with the thought that if you act in love, you can never go wrong. And it's very necessary for us to open up our heart to love, to people. If you are supposed to meet your soulmate, you want to meet your twin flame, perhaps you don't even know them yet, but it's essential to open your heart to receive love. Because if you have been hurt and you don't trust people no more, then you cannot receive love, and you will have experiences that teaches you over and over again that you are not worthy to be loved. And I'm sure many of you have been having these experiences through your life. But God and the angels are telling you now, it's safe for you to open your heart and to trust. I have with me a little rose quartz heart here, and I have found that crystals are actually very helpful to open up your heart. This is a crystal that is very good for your heart. So is this. It's a green aventurine, and the heart chakra vibrates with rose colors and green, and every green and pink stone is good for the heart, to open up the heart. So if you're not familiar with using crystals, I suggest you start with the rose quartz, because you're going to feel the unconditional love from God and from the angels. Just holding it makes you calm, and try it if you haven't done it. You can also work with oils and all kinds of things to open up your heart, and it's very good, but take one step at a time. The second card I pulled for you was also from the angel therapy, and it's about healing away your addictions. It's not just about addictions. The card says it's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. And as I told you about the open up the heart, if you are going to open up your heart, you have to let go of fear. And often it's fear that's blocking us from doing what we want or what we need to do. And as I was blocked for a while from making these videos because of what people said about me, I am now dealing with my fear, and I'm making these videos again because I know that God wants me to do this for you guys. And if you have behaviors or perhaps even addictions that are hindering you from doing the things that you really want to do, then I suggest that you pray to God and the angels to help you with this. And we have a beautiful archangel called Archangel Raphael, who is also mentioned in the Bible. His color is green, by the way. And you can actually call upon him to help you right now. I will read from the book of prayer, and it says, Archangel Raphael, I call upon you now. And then you have to think about what you would like to release, like destructive patterns, compulsive behaviors, or even toxic relationships and unhelpful cravings. Imagine that these actions or cravings, or a symbol of them, is sitting on your lap or upper legs. You might see it or feel the addictions, and you may also sense how they attach to your stomach area with tangled cords, webs, and roots. And while you are doing this exercise, you can breathe heavily, deeply, and say, Archangel Raphael, I'm now ready to release these former addictions to you and heaven. Please cut all of the roots, cords, and webs attached to these addictions and lift them to the light for transmutation and healing. And Archangel Raphael is a beautiful healer, and he is with you whenever you call on him, as all the archangels are, Michael and Gabriel and all the other angels. They are with you because they want you to heal, and they want you to feel good about yourself. I'm also bringing a card from the Fairy Oracle here, or some cards. It's by Lucy Cavendish. And Doreen Virtue, she comes from a Christian tradition, a Western tradition, and Lucy Cavendish is from quite a different tradition. And that's what's picking many people's eyes, because she is a so-called white witch. And we're not supposed to deal with white witches if we are in the Christian tradition. But as I began my journey, my spiritual journey, I discovered that these people that we have been thinking about as evil or from the devil or whatever, they have actually very much in common with us, and they are also working for the good. And this card is very, very beautiful. It's called Far, Far Away, and it's about creative daydreaming. When you want to do something in this world, it starts with a thought and a dream inside your heart. You have to live in your heart first. And this dream is often coming to us through our third eye, which is located here, and it comes as intuition, dreams, thoughts, and we are supposed to take these dreams to our hearts and think about them, dream about them, visualize them, so that they can be reality. And also out in the world, even with people who are not very spiritual, they are talking about these things, visualize. Because if you visualize something, if you can see it, you can have it. And actually that's a good principle, because that's the truth. If you can see your dream coming true, then you can have it. And it all starts in your heart. So dream, daydream, and ponder upon the things that you really want to create in this world. Like this little fairy on the card here. And the fairies are actual little earth angels located here on earth. We cannot see them if we have not opened our hearts to them, but we can feel their presence whenever we are out in nature, and we can connect with them if we like. And they have very, very much to teach us. They are not just fairy tales. They are real beings, and they are living beside us in this physical world. The next card is also from the Fairy Oracle, and it's, ta-da, the Merlin. All of you know about the Merlin, right? And if you don't, you might have seen the Sword in the Stone, I think it's called in English, and he is a magician. And he was living during the days of King Arthur and Avalon, if you are familiar with that story. And many of us thinks that this story is not real, it's just a fairy tale or a legend or something. But there are actually principles in this legend that we can take to ourselves and apply to this reality that we live in. So what this card is about is that you are going to seek a teacher who's not stuck in his patterns, in his concepts of what's right and wrong. You're going to seek a teacher that's open. If you want to open your heart, seek a teacher that's not telling you this is right and this is wrong. You cannot do this, but you can do that. Seek a teacher that's willing to explore what is God and the universe wanting to teach you at this moment of your life. So this is a message from the fairies to you. And I also brought a rather new deck that I have. It's called the Oracle of the Mermaids, and it's by the same author, Lucy Cavendish. And I picked this card for you here. It's called Lemuria Returns. And Lemuria is a place that was situated on Earth, somewhere in the oceanic world. We don't know exactly where, but it has been located here, and it sank to the bottom of the sea. I actually have a crystal here. That's a Lemurian crystal, and it's a twin flame crystal. Of course, I had to have it. And this crystal can help you connect with the energies that was available for those people who live in this world. And they have very much to teach us about living, actually, how we are supposed to live. These days we are living in, with all this technology and all this development all the time. We're supposed to get more and more and better technique and so on. But actually life can and should be very simple, and that's what Lemuria stands for, a simple life, connecting with nature and taking care of each other, communities that are helping each other. And that is the way that will come, because we are not going to live like this for so much longer. We know that the oil reserves, they are running out, and we are supposed to get into the ecological system of working and creating new energy sources for ourselves. So this is very, very heartfelt message for us today. I also pulled another card, which is the Queen bag. And as you can see, she's holding a shell bag actually, where she has many things that is dear to her, and she's holding it close to her heart. And it's about clutter and declutter and choice, and to have sacred things that are close to you, that are in alignment with the spiritual evolving that you are in. So if you feel a kind of conflict in you, you're standing with one leg in one tradition and one leg in another tradition, and you really want to fuse them, put them together, you have to look, what is inside my heart? What is my heart connecting with? What can I, as a human being on this earth at this time, take to my heart and say, I believe in this? That's what you're supposed to keep in your grain bag. And the rest you're supposed to get rid of. And that's not an easy process. You have to do it all over again. Our whole houses and homes have a tendency to clutter. And we have to declutter several times and detox our bodies and really cleanse ourselves of bad energies. But it's possible to have an authentic self and live by your rules and your standards that are situated in your heart. I also brought this deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. It's the Wisdom of the Golden Path. And I pulled some cards from there as well. How appropriate. Inner conflict. We can have inner conflicts inside when we are listening to different teachers, and we cannot align ourselves with what they are saying. We think that this must be wrong, this cannot be. If you feel this way, just put the teachings aside. Let them lie there. Don't do anything. If you're supposed to pick some of it up, it will come naturally in your life, in circumstances and people. And you don't have to do anything about this conflict, but relax and pray that your heart is going to be in alignment with God and the angels, the divine, and your divine purpose of your life. And then everything will fall into place eventually. So you don't have to strain yourself and work very hard. Just relax and go with the flow of life, and you will meet people that will show you a part of the so-called truth, and you will meet other people that will teach you that this is not the way for me. And the last card I pulled from this deck was prosperity and freedom. And when you are dealing with your inner conflicts, and when you are focusing on living in your heart, then you will get into a flow of life that will bring you prosperity and freedom. And you will be a free person, a free, authentic self. And this is a very, very lovely feeling. I also brought with me for you guys who's still looking for your twin flame. This is a very beautiful crystal. It's a kind of amethyst, chevron, I think it's called. And it's supposed to be especially good for you if you're looking for your twin flame. Or if you could find a crystal like this that is a twin flame crystal, that's also very good. And I have a very beautiful deck here also by Tony Carmine Salerno that's called the Lover's Oracle. It's just little sayings, and I will read some of them for you. The first one I got was actually, oh, I don't know if you can see it in light. It's twin flames. Anyway, I show you the picture instead. It's a beautiful picture of a man and a woman close together, and actually they are sprung from the same tree, the same rose. Twin flame, your passion ignites. And as I said earlier this year, this is the year of the twin flames. And if you haven't met your twin flame already, then it doesn't mean that he's not there or she's not there. It doesn't mean that you're never going to be with them. It just means that you're not quite ready yet. And we often want to hurry things up, and that only backfires. So we have to just align ourselves again with our hearts. And if our heart is calm, then everything's okay. And the second card is very beautiful. It's a woman surrounded by butterflies. And it says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what you feel is right. And that applies on almost everything. The next card I pulled for you is also very beautiful. It's a man and a woman in a tender embrace, and they are surrounded with all kinds of rainbow colors. And it says, trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So to accept and go with the flow of life, That's the way of the divine. And the last card I pulled for you is very beautiful. It's a woman covered by hearts resting under the full moon. And it's called surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. I hope this was a helpful message for you, and I will be back with more videos. I would like to give you all my love from my heart to yours. Namaste.